Hello, 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 my dear community. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I want to welcome you. But if this is not your first time visiting my channel, I also want to thank you for spending your time, energy, visiting my channel again. My name is Wei-Jen, and I help people to attract their desired lifestyle and love by expanding awareness, self love, and energy vibration. So today the topic is a little bit interesting because it has been happening to me quite a lot lately. It's centering around how can we use a reverse action for your manifestation. So, I think, and this is something that I used to do it a lot subconsciously or unconsciously. And especially in our current society, um, especially in a big major cities, right? Everything is like, fast, fast pace. You got to be quick, quick, quick. Move on to one schedule to the next schedule. Or parents, or parents will always, ask their, kids if you were born and raised in, Chinese culture, you want to study really, really hard, and then parents will push their kids to study really hard. And I think this is also happened in with some people in the United States. Is that if you want to go to a very good school, you gotta be studying really hard. If you want to get a great job, a well-paid job, you have to work hard, right? um, if you want to have a solid, mate or relationship, right, you got to put your best out there, right, on your resume. And that's just, how the society, works most of the time in the modern world. And so when we are chasing that, outcome and want that outcome so quickly, within a short period of time, right? We tend to think that when we have that XYZ, that outcome, whether it's a car or a good job or a beautiful a beautiful girlfriend or a handsome six-pack, great job, well paid, boyfriend, right? Then I will feel a certain feelings. Then I will feel my life becomes a whole, right? Then I will feel happy. Then I will feel free financially. Then I will feel joy or likable or lovable or loved, right? Or satisfied or content. So if you have been listening enough, right, you probably can hear my point is that, we tend to do things first. We keep doing it. We keep working really hard. We keep studying really hard. We keep, workout, exercise really hard, right? Because there's a certain outcome that we want to have. We're chasing that outcome. We're chasing that material. And so we think that when I work this hard, then I will have these certain things that I want to have. When I have a certain things that I am chasing, so hard to get, right? Then I must feel free, feel joy, feel loved, feel happy, feel, feel feel satisfied, right? But actually, do we really feel the feeling that we thought we were going to feel that way once we achieve certain things, once we have certain things in our life? Now, think about, there's so many wealthy people out there. Are they really happy? Or, there are some people, right, out there, they were born with a silver spoon, and, they could, choose. And a lot of them, in fact, they chose, not working so hard, and because they've already got everything that they need, and it's more than what they need, right? They have probably everything they want, but are they really happy? Maybe not. Maybe not. and and many times it's actually quite opposite. People who has got everything, they want, that is more than what they need, usually they feel very, very empty inside. They feel, there's something missing, and maybe even the sense of lost, the sense of emptiness, that it's almost like you don't have a purpose to live a day, to live your day, or you don't have the purpose to wake up early and to move your bodies and to be energized, to be excited to start your day, right? And then there are a lot of people that are like that. And so, you know when we achieve things, right, we think that we're going to feel this way, right? Actually, it's not. A lot of time it's really difficult and challenging to sustain that good feelings that we have been, all want to feel, feeling safe, feeling happy, feeling loved, feeling content, and feeling free, right? If we do in this order, trying to work so hard and then have achieved certain things, and we'll feel this way, right? It's really challenge to sustain that good feelings and that outcome, because it all has to, like, restart again once that feelings fade away, right? Once the ego comes out and then telling us that this is not enough, this is not good enough, right? Because that good feeling started to fade away, then we have to restart again, and then maybe find something even more challenge to work really hard on that, right? And so I want to share this with you guys that lately has happening a lot to me, is that when I am still half awake and half asleep, whether it's before the bedtime or once I just wake up in the morning, I have this little voice keeps telling me that, Wei-Jen, use your that 1% little consciousness to choose what kind of feelings do you want to feel just for today. And I was aware enough to use that 1% of my consciousness to really, particularly mindfully choose all the good feelings that I want to have. And because I practice enough that, lately I've been carrying all these good feelings that within me, that I already have with me, right? To motivate me, to encourage me, inspires me to, take the action, move my body around, wake up really early, go to the gym really early, and even like, pull out my camera, record all these videos, right? Because those feelings, uh, they're good enough, they're positive enough for me to want to take the action. And so when I take the action, right, all the experience, all the outcomes, it just becomes a byproduct in the end. Maybe I will get some people, appreciate me, the value or the service that I add on them, or the service that I provide to help people who are in needs, right? You never know, and I never know either. So I think, when I feel good about myself, and then when I feel whole, and all those good feelings, right, that I want to feel, I trust those feelings that I already having within me, right? When I think in that way, consciously, mindfully, and use those feelings to guide me to take the action, then at the same time I also feel way less stressed and the pressure to do the things that I used to think that I have that responsibility and obligation and duty that I had to do. Because if I didn't, right, then I feel a lot of stress and I feel overwhelmed and I started to procrastinate and I started to think that I'm not good enough. So reverse that action by feeling the good feelings first, and then use those good feelings, carry those good feelings with you, guided you to take the action, so you don't feel this is your obligation, you have to do it, right? Use the good feelings that you have within you, that you created with yourself, to take the action. And then, the outcome is just the byproduct. Maybe you get more paid. Maybe you get some new friendships, right? Maybe you get some deep conversations with another person that you never thought about it. Maybe you get enough pay to buy a new car or a new bag, right? Those are just the byproduct. And also, I want to share this with you guys is that, when we have those good feelings, that also automatically and organically also generate, your intention and your motivation that are aligned together for you to find your purpose, to do what you do, and then know, why you're doing that. So when you have a good feelings, and you have aligned the intention and the motivation, they're aligned together, right? And then when you take the action, that's even aligned together even more, because feelings, intention or motivation, and the action, when these three things, right, they are all aligned together, it gives you a sense of purpose, right, and the motivation to keep moving forward and to sustain this purpose, or this good feelings. And then also, naturally, you just attract the things that you want to attract. So that is something that I want to share with you guys, because lately I also experienced this in the external reality. I remember that last weekend I was invited to participate at a local film festival here in California. And I know at that time, I only submitted one of my film, but I didn't I didn't expect, I wasn't attached with, any outcome whatsoever. So I didn't ask the host, who is going to be there, and whether or not my film was going to be premiere, anything like that. The only two intentions that I set up for myself to participate in that film festival, number one is that I wanted to use that as an opportunity to take myself out on a date at that night for the film festival, with some self-love and self-care. The second intention that I set up for myself is that when I get there, I want to seek for opportunities to serve, to provide my service in any ways that I can, to contribute, to support my community. That is my motivation. That is my intention. And then that's how, those get me a purpose, because being a filmmaker, filming things is something that I love doing, that and I enjoy doing that. It always brings me a good feelings. But when I know why am I doing that, well, because I want to contribute to this particular community, right? That just creates a bigger purpose, a clear purpose for me. Why am I taking myself out to that particular event or place? So, surprisingly, when I got there, I didn't know. Actually, I had three of my films were premiere at that night. And so it was quite surprising for me to see myself in the three different films that I did in the past, at the event in the film festival. And so the byproducts, of course, that includes, I uh, get more attention from the audience, and I expand my network, people, because more people get to know my work and see my work. And surprisingly, I also I honored and then received the Best Actress award from one of the films that I did in the past at that night. And also I received, lots of, compliments. People said that, they feel very like relaxed, and then also very pleasant, very graceful, by having me being around them, because the way that I carry myself, because the way that I feel comfortable with my own skin, with my outfit, right? I chose those outfits because I feel happy, because I feel comfortable, because that is the way that I want also other people treat me like that. And that makes me feel good about myself. That makes me feel confident. That makes me feel peace, relax, and just surrender, in this like very peaceful ocean. So that is something that I created for myself, the feelings and then the environment, even when I was alone. I didn't ask who was going to be there. um, I also didn't plan or didn't trying so hard to be any particular group when I was at that event. It's just pure observation without much judgment and with a lot of gratitude. I think gratitude is also very important, with a lot of this intention that I'm here to serve any way that I can. So in the end, what I receive is just a byproduct. And then next day, it's a brand new day. Uh, but that energy, that feelings was something that I was able to carry with me to the next day and throughout the whole week. And I would say it's pretty profound because I didn't plan and I didn't expect and I wasn't attached either. So that is something that I want to share with you guys, is that the most important thing is that we all have the power to choose how do we want to feel about ourselves, even before this external reality, these things that we want to make it happen so badly, even before it happened. We can choose to feel those good feelings as the events has already happened. And then that's how you feel that you can attract the things that you want effortlessly, instead of working so hard to get what you want. And then you can feel better a little bit about yourself, and then everything like restart again, because you give this like pressure and this expectation to yourself, right? So that is something that I want to share with you guys, and I hope you find that this sharing is insightful to you. If you like my video, please feel free to like my video and even leave a comment. I want to hear your experience and your feedback as well. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Until then, I will see you in our next video. Have a fabulous day and namaste.